Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That's to the 1st-round pick, Xavier Worthy. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. Pacheco gets it up the gut. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And some room to maneuver. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and 18.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
11. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Burrow will throw. And pass complete to Moore.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm one, right?
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
I'm one, right?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. Touchdown! DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Escapes the defender. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Now it's Burrow. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Gun. Got. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Hey, 43, 15. Okay.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, 57 colors. Okay.
Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Hunt.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line.
Yellow.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1.
Pacheco once more. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Pacheco.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Yellow.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
Now inside the 25.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 12-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 21.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a give left side. Brown with it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow
eluding the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
McPherson's kick is good,
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
so he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I'm one,
So
right?
1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57. That's right.
Mahomes. Finding Kelsey.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, Finty. What's on?
Here's Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Down the right sideline.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best.